still hoping that I imagined the whole thing. It's burned into my mind.
So, Captain, what's your team been getting up to?
The Guild gave special assignments to some of the other units from the expedition, mine included.
This forest is amazing.
So I think this is probably like the camp in the ancient forest like area, if I had to guess. So I just got some ancient forest PTSD vibes from this upper level vines that you can traverse on.
My fur isn't built for this kind of weather.
It's causing the water currents to surge too.
So it looks like there will actually be ankle high / knee high water weather events in the terrain. I'd be interested to see if this actually affects the hunter movement speed. Probably not. Could just be there for aesthetic though. But it's definitely going to be a weather condition variant. Okay, so this monster looks like a Amatsu skeleton from Sunbreak.
This is its territory. We're intruders.
Let me know if this was a monster in Monster Hunter 3 or earlier. I'm not sure, but if it's not, it looks like a new monster. Okay, so here we got to switch from rainy weather to clear weather. We got a Doshaguma in the ancient forest as well. So it seems Doshaguma is native to the forest biome and the desert biome. Or the desert biome also is considered plains biome, I guess. So sandy plains-ish vibe. Okay, so fishing's back in the game. I'm wondering how many people actually engage in fishing. I know if there's like a easier farming method for fishing materials, people usually just default to that. We'll see. Okay, so here's a technique where you can actually roll the large barrel bomb this time. I think that's actually a good change. It will incentivize players who use weapons that don't really rely on barrel bomb to actually start using barrel bombs. I know for my Monster Hunter World Iceborne save file, I probably have over 2,000 barrel bombs just sitting in the inventory. Okay, so here the hunter seems to be interacting with the environment and pulling down this cliff on the Doshaguma. Okay, these look like Gajalaka native variants. The voice of the, what I'm calling a Gajalaka variant is interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
They just put the meat down.
Okay, so we got some comical relief from the Palico. Okay, so this looks like a Great Macau skeleton from GU, but it's obviously not Great Macau. Great Macau was a low tier monster. I think it was like the first monster you ever fight in GU, but it was deceptively fast and had deceptively very low recovery frames. It actually didn't have a lot of very large openings. So it's similar to Royal Ludroth in that regard, where it's a low tier monster, but it attacks very fast, has very low recovery, so you can't overcommit. So if I'm guessing for wilds, it's probably another low tier monster.
Leave this to me. Heal them down.
Okay, so Vigor Wasp is back from the Palico support.
That's it. The White Wraith. It's real!
Okay, so this is the White Wraith. The question is this the flagship of Wilds? I actually don't think so.
Is that what we're after?
But I could be wrong there.
The White Wraith.
Down there. Someone's in trouble.
It seems we must do a more thorough investigation.
What is that thing?
So it looks like the White Wraith is actually just a variant of the Thor Magala monster.
An extinct species.
Actually, I take that back. It has a lot of different features. Like, it still stands on 2 legs and has wings, but you can see like the horns are different from the Thor Magala monster. It has the 2 pincers, short pincers, and it has these 2 large horns here, but this one just has 2 short horns. Then this monster also has like some sort of appendage here that I'm not sure if it's its tail or if it's part of its wing. So I don't know, it's really hard to see. Like, they seem to have a very similar skeleton, but I don't know, let me know in the comments if you think this is actually just like a variant of this monster or if it's actually a completely different species.
You're a hunter. You've got a weapon, and you do nothing.
Okay, so we got more lance. We got the hunting horn. I always like the hunting horns that kind of look like bells. I know there's a Mizu hunting horn in Sunbreak that I really liked.
Give it to me, and I'll...
Yeah, so it's clearly using this whip-like feature, and it's swinging it with its forearm or its wing arm. So yeah, I guess this is a different monster than the Thor Magala monster. All right, there you have it. February 28th release date. So that means the demo should be coming out, I would guess, either late October or early November. And, once the demo comes out, I'll be doing DPS analysis on every weapon, on every weapon's moveset. I'll be doing monster AI analysis. And of course, we'll be doing frame data analysis on monsters as well as every weapon. So all similar stuff that's already on my channel, but for Monster Hunter Wilds. So subscribe if you're interested in that. Pre-order bonus, Guild Knight set, Talisman Hope Charm. And then we have a Premium Deluxe Edition. So you have the base game's right here, and then layered armor, Palico layered armor, some extra gestures, makeup, a pendant, stickers. And then the premium has Wyverian ears, and then nameplate stuff. And they're giving a music track proof of a hero 2025 recording. So this is probably the proof of the hero version for Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm curious to see if this music track is actually like an MP3 file or if it's just a background music that can play during your hunts. Available for download after release. Cosmetic DLC Pack 1, Spring 2025. Cosmetic DLC Pack 2, Summer 2025. So I'm guessing these DLC packs, the question is, are they going to be paid or not? I mean, for me, it doesn't really matter. I prefer crafting my own glamour in-game using whatever layered armor sets are in the game, so this doesn't really matter to me. If you have to ask my opinion on DLC and if it's paid DLC, I think it's actually fine, especially if it's just cosmetic. But I think Capcom should actually rebrand it as like developer donation edition, where like you're paying extra money, you just get a little bit of a cosmetic reward in return, but that extra money, like, it just, your intent is to show how much you love the franchise and you want to support the developers or support the game or Capcom, or just, it's just like your way of contributing monetarily to support the game. Now, obviously you don't have to pay for it. I feel like the intention of creating a pack based around donation to the developers and your love for the developers and the love of the game is kind of like a goodwill interpretation of paying extra, and I think Capcom could benefit from that. It seems like they're doing that. Like for Dragon's Dogma 2, like they had a bunch of cosmetics and a bunch of items that you really didn't need in the game, and if they just called it a developer donation edition, I think people would have been all right with that, rather than them having the whole controversy where people were complaining about all that extra stuff being included in those premium versions of the game. But that's just my 2 cents. So we got base game, we got base game deluxe pack with those features we saw earlier. We got premium deluxe edition. Oh, and then it includes a cosmetic DLC pack 1 and 2, which were down here on the last slide. The question, and clearly they didn't show the prices for these versions. And it says see game's official website for more information. I guess this is subject to change based on how players' feedback goes to this. Save data bonus from Monster Hunter World and save data bonus from Monster Hunter World Iceborne. You get some Palico cosmetics, and this is just the cosmetics from World and Iceborne, it looks like. So very cool. All right, looks very good. All right, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this release trailer. Thanks for watching.